let's have a conversation about maximum pain. What do I mean? Now, if you follow me, I'm always talking about the market or market makers have a algorithm for your mentality, your emotions, right? So they kind of know based on data in several years, right? I want to go decades worth of data where they can actually guess where there could be some stop losses in the market, right? And they're going to go for liquidity at those levels. So you start to see all these things happening, but you got to look at the big picture. Now let's play out the last month and a half. So where we at the 9th of February. So market comes in as the year starts, January. So this is a year in, is the chatter. We're in the second year of a presidency. We have midterm elections in November. And typically all the news centers around, you know what, typically historically we see double-digit returns in a mid-year or midterm election cycle, right? But we know that the second year of a presidency is the worst first. We know that already. So you really don't know what you're going to get. Plus, we have a loose cannon in terms of politics, and you see a lot of geopolitical stuff kind of erupt the market. So you got to understand what's going on first. So all of this goes into an equation. And what you're starting to see is seasonality take shape. What do we have going on right now? Earnings. So, a couple of weeks ago, I was like, you get bread when it's red. Why? Because I was looking at the seasonality of things and it just looked a little sideways because there are certain things you just can't do. You cannot make up your own math. I don't care what you're talking about. You just can't make up your own math. So you can say that something's out of favor, but if the numbers say it's in favor, then you have to understand the discrepancy that price just disconnected from value. That's why you will never buy price. I don't buy price. I buy future value because I understand what's going to happen later if that said company stays on track, right? So when you understand that, let's talk about that whole thing, maximum pain. Well, you have it in your brain that I'm not going to keep a stock here. If it goes here, I'm done. So guess what they do? They rattle you on Wednesday. They shake the card again on Thursday. And then they give you a head fake because they done took all the grapes off the tree and boom, stock market jumps, makes new highs over 50K. Then all of a sudden, the S&P 500 jumps over its what? 50-day moving average. I said it in my group. I said it to someone earlier. There's going to be some follow through because the algorithms automatically kick in. So when you understand this, then you understand why I always say, calm. Get your emotions in action, but you'll find conviction when you know what you're buying.